So I kind of wanted to talk about part two of the insurance and Fuji and my camera. So this is what happened. I had a wedding a few weeks back, maybe a month now, over a month. And some kid ran into the tripod. I had the Fuji in my hand with the 55 to 140, 2.8. It went flying out of my hand because he hit the tripod so hard. The camera hit the ground, crashed, slammed, broke all over the place. You can look at one of the videos in the past if you haven't seen this. So I was debating on what to do. If the insurance completely does a total loss on the camera, then I have the opportunity to buy a new camera, which is probably the XT5, XH2/S, one of those two. Okay, so going back to Fuji, I called Fuji because I hadn't heard nothing from them. They said, hey, we sent an email, or we're supposed to send an email to your camera store, which then the camera store that I go to, it's 2 hours away from my house, never called or anything. Now, this is my business. Now they're messing with my business, right? I need this camera. I need it by first week of January, or kind of the second week of January. I got weddings that are coming up. And so I called the camera store on Saturday. I was like, hey, how come y'all didn't call me and tell me, oh, the person that's supposed to call you is out, blah, 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 blah. And I said, they've been sitting on this for 2 days where I could have had them start working on this. And I go, I need the invoice. I need the invoice so I can send to the insurance. So they said, fine. So it's Saturday. Obviously, everybody's closed. It really doesn't matter at that point how fast they get me the invoice. But I need the invoice on Saturday so I could at least send it over the weekend, and they can look, and the insurance can look at it on Monday. So this guy from Fuji sends me the invoice. It's $500 to fix the camera, $250 to fix the lens, and there's some kind of discount. I said, cool. So I sent it to the insurance company. Insurance company took 3 days, got back to me, sent me a check. I got the check. That was Monday. I got the check on Friday, which was really quick. I was like, holy smokes. And at the same time, on Tuesday, when they sent me the approval, the insurance company said, hey, we're going to send you out a check. I think that was on Tuesday. I called the camera store, and I said, hey, I want to go ahead and proceed with the fixing of the camera. So on Wednesday, they processed the fixing of the camera with the request. I got an email Thursday morning saying, hey, we have your request to fix the camera. The total amount is $700 for the camera, $400 for the lens. And I was like, whoa, that's not the invoice. So I sent him the invoice. And at first I thought I was talking to the people from Fuji. That's who I thought I was talking to. I didn't realize I was talking to the people from the camera store, because there's nothing at the bottom. There was no title of hey, blah, blah, blah from camera store. And so I get on the phone with the guy, and he's like, yeah, I was the one that we were emailing. I don't know where these invoices came from. I go, they came from Fuji or from you, because your name's at the top. It says, T whatever, that was company name. And the guy goes, I've never seen this invoice before. I'm the only person that ever does this. And I'm like, look, man, now you're messing with my business. I already closed out the claim with the insurance company because this invoice was sent to me. He goes, okay, I'll get back to you. So then he goes and does whatever he does. Friday comes along, haven't heard back from him. And then Monday he sends me, he goes, hey, we're going to go ahead and honor the original quote because Fuji's going to take the hit. We're not going to take the hit. And I told him, I go, can I be honest with y'all? You're running a company. And if there was a 30% difference on $100 or $1 million, you would also be questioning this. Yes. And then he didn't say anything. I go, I have a business to run. It's the end of the year. All my money's already been allocated for things, for budget purposes, for taxes, for all that kind of stuff. And I don't have extra money just to be like, oh, you know what? Let me redo my budget and put 30% in here to fix the camera that I was quoted something else. And he's like, look, we're fixing it. They'll get it to you as soon as possible. And they're giving you the discount. Apologize. He didn't even apologize. He's like, and I hope we'll let you know when the camera comes in. And I said, okay, you sure you're going to let me know when the camera comes in? Because y'all haven't been communicating anything with me ever. And he's all like, yeah, we'll let you know when the camera comes in. So I asked them if they could ship it to another camera store that's closer to me. That's not really a camera store. It's more of a film place. But they're working together. And he was like, oh, I got to talk to my manager. We can do that, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, whatever. I don't care. Because I didn't want to drive 2 hours to go get it. But If it's going to take 2 or 3 days to ship it to the other camera store, or like somebody drive it down there, then I would just go the 2 hours and go pick up the camera and the lens and pay. But I was just, I don't know. I was kind of like, I was a little mad, just overall. But okay, thanks for listening. That's basically what happened. The camera XT3 is going to get fixed. I have an XT4, XT5, and XH2 story here in a little bit. You'll see the video in a couple of days. Yeah, have a good day. Bye. Hey, I appreciate you for listening. I know it's kind of a long video. There's a lot of photos that are in here all over the place. But you have a good day, good night, and I'll see you on the other side.